Hey guys, Sarah here, just waiting in line to get my oil changed so that I'd check in with ya. So, have you ever put your foot in your mouth? Because I do it on the daily, okay? So, that is true for me. However, I did a video some time ago, I believe it was on my way down to Nashville actually, that talked a lot about like the things that we say, right? The things that we say matter. The things that we say can affect others, it can affect us, our subconscious. I've been saying a lot of things that I shouldn't be saying about my kids, namely one in particular. And here I am a couple months ago saying, it's really important that we acknowledge that what we say does affect people. What if they're in earshot? It could really hurt them, it could really affect them and impact their whole future and how they see themselves, right? Well, here I am saying some things I've noticed lately, saying she's the worst. That, while it's something that people say, the worst, it seems to be pretty catchy, trendy, the whole thing. Like, I should not say that about my child. I shouldn't say it about anybody. I shouldn't even say it about myself, okay? Like, even in jest, even kidding around, it's not something I need to be saying. And I've been saying it a lot lately about one of my kids mostly. And even if it's under my breath, I'm gonna start believing it. And that's what I mean by the subconscious mind and just the way our fibers are woven in our bodies. Like, we just need to remember that what we say really does matter. It can cut like a knife. It really can. And so I'm gonna challenge myself and maybe impart that on you too, to watch your mouth, watch your thoughts, making sure that you keep them at bay, because I asked for forgiveness this morning for that tongue of mine, that tendency of saying things that I shouldn't, like validating my feelings too, especially around other people. That I'm bringing them into it. I'm creating a wedge between my daughter and her sibs by saying the things that I'm saying. I shouldn't be doing that. I should never be doing that. I should not be putting a wedge between anyone. I should never give someone any impression that they're not coming across themselves, that they're not discovering for themselves per the person I'm talking about. Like, it's just not right. It's just not right. And so I'm gonna do better. I'm saying this to you now, and I'm saying it out loud because it's I gotta make it true in my life to be careful what I say. I know that when I am told, when I'm on the other side of that, and I'm things are said about me or to me, that I have a tendency to really take it personally and really own it. And I don't want my daughter to own that she's the worst. If someone said that about me, it would devastate me. And so that's something that I'm being vulnerable with you about. I really do need to watch it. Really do need to make better choices with regard to how I see people, how I see my children, how I communicate around them and to them. I mean, certainly I haven't called her she's the worst to her face, you're the worst, nothing like that. Like, I've always vowed never to say, what's your problem? Like, has been said to me in the past, not necessarily by my parents, but there's something in there, isn't there? There's something in there. What, I have a problem? You start thinking, you start asking, and so I don't want her to ask those questions, not because of something that I say. So I'm going to encourage you to be careful what you say as well. I'm certainly challenged by it too, and so hopefully you take this and you let it start a great week for you. I know that I am fully charged to make that change, and I hope you are too. If somebody that needed to hear this, go ahead and tag their names in it, share it with the masses, because I know we all have a tendency to say things we don't mean, and probably a little bit more cutting than we want to be. And so let's just remember our words do matter. They do go farther than sometimes we want them to. And so let's use our words to bolster people, to encourage them, and let's be kind. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. That's what I was taught. Take care.